For a role like this, I mean, I don't think there's not a lot of preparation you can do for it, is there?
Well, I don't know. I think first and foremost there's a dialect requirement that
Yeah,
if you don't do the requisite amount of work, you just I for one would feel a bit exposed.
yeah,
That'd be frightening. So I got in there nice and early, like 3-4 weeks, just into New York, so I could hear people and work with my dialect coach enough. So at least by the first day, I felt like I had something that was nearly lived in. Yeah.
But in terms of like the actual character itself, I mean, like, as in that kind of like really nervy and really kind of, that desperation. Like, I mean, how do you kind of get yourself into that headspace almost? Can you even really?
No, I don't think fully.
Yeah.
I think you come to a point where you realise that you're never going to feel the entirety of a fella like Kyle's desperation. But then I guess it's a case of not trying to focus on that too much and just letting the other factors, I guess, help you.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully Jodie is able enough a director to make sure there was enough happening around me so that I could at least feel some conviction in the surrounding.
Yeah.
If I didn't feel it in my performance.
I
But
mean,
but
was
yeah,
there-
I got to work with good actors as a
Yeah.
kid growing up. Stephen Graham, for instance, man, I got to see his version of very very extreme raw emotion.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, you can't just turn up and expect that to happen on action. There has to be some sort of process.
Yeah. I mean, what was that process like? I mean, was there any kind of like specific performance that you did that you kind of referenced back to, or was there like a film that you watched or like a theatre or something like that you watched that like kind of helped you along with it?
Like any project that I'll do, I'll try and clue myself up on cinema previous, and sometimes even books will help. So yeah, it's great to get clued up. Like Sidney Lumet was very helpful in the run up to the shooting this, and and then I guess another version of that is just trying to research the individual.
Yeah.
In this case, we're inventing Kyle.
Yeah.
So I went and hung out with some fire dudes around Brooklyn, just to listening to how they spoke to each other, and I don't know. It's very helpful. You get to learn a lot about the surrounding. Therefore, you learn something about the individual.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a byproduct of his environment, is Kyle. So
Yeah.
I think that's half his problem.
The fact that Jodie Foster, I mean, the fact that she was an actor herself and now she's directing. I mean, is there much of a difference between working with just like a director who's been a director, or is there between a director who is also an actor as well that has a history of that? Is there a difference on it on set?
Personally, I don't feel that qualified giving like the most educated answer on that one, because in terms of Hollywood anyway, I've only made 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah.
But listening to George and Julia, the way they handle that question, they'll swear blind that there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like in my point of view, I think there might be a different level of consideration that's on offer.
Yeah.
To a director that has acting experience.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it always has to be, requisite.
Yeah.
I think for me it's exciting to learn different styles, and sometimes directors can be a bit more brutal.
Yeah, true.
But if you work well within that surrounding, then it might be better for you.
Would you see yourself directing eventually?
Hopefully, man. Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, I'd say I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say I'm ready, mate, but it's just another thing trying to convince producing folk that that's the case.
Cool. All right, we have to leave it there.
Brian,
Jack
nice
Connell,
talking
thanks,
to you,
man. Appreciate that, man.